Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh!
Nice, good job, baby. On the lead on there, okay? So this is Natalie coming behind me in the blue coat. Gonna let her get ahead, and then I'm gonna try to get up there and pass her. All right, here's Bailey attempting a jump. Hopefully she can line it up and hit it good. Nice job. Great, baby. Hey, welcome to me and my house. We're doing something a little bit different on this week's episode. Wanted to tell you a little bit about our story, kind of where we're at in our lives right now and kind of the journey we've been on to get us here. And we're going to do that incrementally each week, little bits and pieces here and there. So one of the things that we've done, Natalie and I got together a couple of years ago, and we sat down and we talked, and we decided, how do we want to live our lives? What are our goals? And what does it take to get us there? And one of those things that we decided was having no debt to our names. Paying off debt, being free and clear, not owing anybody any money, not having the stresses of all of this, of bills that have to be paid each week, each month, depending on how it's structured. So what we did is we just started paying down on debt. Any debt that we had, we just started chipping away. We sold things that we could sell, we could get some money for. We worked extra hours, worked extra hard, cut back our expenses drastically, stopped going out to eat at restaurants, stopped all these different things, stopped going on vacations, just pretty much lived our lives as simple and as inexpensive as possible. And next thing you know, we were out of debt, we had money saved up, we had equity and whatnot. It creates so much freedom because if you are in debt, you are a slave to whoever you owe money to. You're trading off your life. If you look at your life like it's a battery, and you have so much juice in that battery, and the more hours you work and everything, you're trading off your life. You're trading off the battery of your life to just pay somebody money. So you're selling 40, 50, 60 hours a week of your life just to give that money to somebody else, to give that money to banks, to give that money to car loans, to give that to money wherever your money goes. And we decided that's not a good way for us to live our lives. Trading our lives for just sending money to other people. And it meant we didn't have as much time to spend with Bailey. It meant we didn't have as much time to spend together. And we had so much stresses. When you owe money, you have stress. And it's always in the back of your head. You might not sleep well. So we just focused on getting out of debt. owing nobody. So if you're trading away your life, bits and pieces of your life, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, just to send money to a bank, send money to car payments, send money to credit cards, department stores, whatever it might be, for us at least, you are selling your life. You're trading hours, weeks, months, years of your life just to give money to somebody else. And it's not creating security for your family. It's not providing well for your family. And it's probably because you spent money you didn't have. So we stopped spending money we didn't have. We started saving money, started getting out of debt. But getting out of debt is a key thing, paying off debt. We had debt and we cashed in retirement plans to pay off debt. We sold things to pay off debt. We worked extra hours to pay off debt. We downsized our life drastically, got rid of entertainment in our lives. Everything we could possibly do to send as many dollars to getting out of debt as possible. And I'll tell you what, you sleep so much better when you owe nobody anything. When you don't have to say, wow, Monday I work all day to pay this. Tuesday I work all day to pay this. Wednesday I work all day to pay this. This week I work all week to pay this. You don't have to do that. That's not a good way to live. It's a horrible way to live. So if you can get debt free, where you're not a slave to anybody, it frees up your life. You can do more fun things. We do a lot of fun things together as a family. We don't spend a lot of money, but we do fun things together. We seek adventure together as a family, new challenges together, learning how to snowboard, doing hiking, climbing, doing a little bit of traveling here and there, trying to make it to the beach once a year, make it to the mountains as often as possible. And then now we can go out to dinner occasionally, and it doesn't hurt. We don't look at going out to dinner as, wow, I worked all these many hours, we went out to dinner, and now we don't have any money left over. So I wanted to encourage you guys, get out of debt, pay off debt. Don't be a slave to debt. Don't be a slave to payments. It's a horrible way to live, and it takes away from the quality time with your family. It takes away from the quality of your life because you're always worried about money. So encouragement to you, a little bit of our story. We're going to give a little bit more as we go, but being debt-free, huge part of our family's goals. Thanks a lot.
So Bailey and I are out for a little field trip today for homeschool, and we are going to check out a new place called SeaQuest here in Littleton. It's supposed to have lots of fish and animals and hands-on things. That's one thing we really like to do with homeschool, is try to make it as hands-on learning as possible, not just a lot of book work and writing. So we're going to go check this place out and see how it is. Wow, look at them all. Look, Bailey. So 2 fingers, she said. Okay. Gotta touch it. Throw it hard. She can catch it. Oh, she got it. That is cool.
so we are making pizza at the house today. If you've seen before, we don't consume any like bread, flour products, GMO, or modified grain products. And we're making pizzas today with einkorn. We have switched over to einkorn flour. We buy some that's already been ground, and then we mill some of our own with einkorn berries and organic einkorn. So if you don't know about einkorn, it's super, super cool. It is, it's an ancient form of wheat that dates all the way back to ancient Egypt. So if you know in the Bible where Joseph got kidnapped, got taken, got sold into slavery in Egypt, and then ultimately he interpreted Pharaoh's dream for 7 years of huge harvest, 7 years of famine, and it looks like this einkorn grain that we're using, einkorn wheat, dates back all the way to that time. So it might be the ancestors, the grain of that ancient wheat that they stored in ancient Egypt to prepare them for the 7 years of famine. So really cool stuff. Tastes really, really good. Has a lot more nutrition than the processed, modified, or GMO stuff that we get mostly today. So really nice stuff.
Watch what you're doing. Sprinkle some on top.
So Natalie and Bailey are making cheese pizzas tonight. We're doing just cheese, no other toppings. The sauce that Natalie gets for us is super good, and that I think is the best part of the pizza, and the cheese helps out, of course, but if the sauce is no good, the pizza's no good.
Yeah.
It is?
Are you gonna use all that cheese?
Yes. I want to go. Alright, I'm doing extra cheese like Daddy wants extra sauce.
That's gonna be good. You got extra sauce on yours too?
No. Alright, we're putting the pizza in the oven.
All right, Bailey, what do we have here?
Pizza.
This is Bailey's pizza. It's ready. Smells really good. Smell that. Good? Awesome.